All right, good morning, good morning. I'm out for my morning run, walking the pup. Usually halfway through this, the dog is kind of tired and wants to go back to the house. But I take a good walk around my neighborhood. But this morning, what I wanted to do was, I know that a lot of my videos ask a lot of questions and give you stuff to think about, but I wanted to kind of give you some questions, but maybe some good tips as to figure out a couple of points. Meaning, I'm a big proponent, and I know that a lot of you guys have been watching my videos, and you know that one of my main themes is purpose, right? Trying to figure out your purpose and trying to figure out ultimately what you want to accomplish. Not just in a position or not just in a title, not just in the amount of money you want to make. I think that you have to have goals and you have to have drive to get to those goals. But more so, I think oftentimes people can't figure out what their purpose is. And so one of the first steps I think that you should take in figuring out your purpose is figure out your talents. Okay? And talents can be listed as a couple of different things. Talents could be something that you are just really good at, that you just excel in. Every single time you do something in that realm, you just get a lot of compliments. People are just like, man, you do that so well. How come you don't do that more? Right? Or it could be something that you do, or that you have a drive to do, or a passion to do, that you've done a couple of times, but you don't really do it because either you let fear hold you back from doing it more, or you've allowed people in the past to tell you that you can't, right? I see a lot of people that have talents that they usually would use in front of other people, like singing or speaking or acting or things of that nature. And they don't want to do it anymore because they've heard too many people say, you can't, or why are you doing that? And early on when I first started speaking, I didn't like speaking in front of people. I didn't like speaking, but I felt there was something that I was here made to do. Like, I knew that there was something, I had more of a purpose than what I was doing with my life. And a lot of you have that same thing right now. A lot of you have this thing inside that you say, I know I'm called to do something more than what I'm doing right now, but I don't know what it is. Okay? That's a telltale sign that you are not living in your purpose. You're just not. And I think that one of the things that you need to do in that, and here, I'll walk on the grass over here by the lake so the dog doesn't feel trapped on the road. One of the things that I think that you need to do as someone that is trying to figure out that purpose is take some time. And when I say time, I'm not saying, hey, take a year off in your life. Some of you have that. If you have that advantage, time is that one commodity we talk about that it's the same for everybody, but there's a high value on time. But take some quiet time each day to really, I think quiet time is so important. But take some time each day to really figure out, what am I really good at? What are the desires of my heart to accomplish? I've sang for a good portion of my life, but I knew that wasn't the calling that I was given. I've acted, I've been a drama director and a drama coach and done that for a portion of my life, and I knew that wasn't my passion. But the only reason I was able to figure that out is because I actually did it. I actually took an active role in doing something with it. And over time, I just realized this wasn't what I was called to do. But in those elements, if you really think about it, in singing and in acting and in drama, there is different those components lead me in speaking. So there are probably things that you do right now that you just love doing, but there's something inside of it. If it's not that as your purpose, there's something inside what you're doing already that is pulling you more and more to your calling, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, the goal for me and a goal for a lot of people is to be able to wake up in the morning and to do what we're called to do, and to make that our careers, make that our lives. And ultimately, that's what I'm doing on a daily basis. Like I work at a corporate training job where I train lots of people on, sales training and customer service and things of that nature. And I'm able to kind of infuse in them, like making sure the customer feels like they're connected, making sure students that are going to universities that they feel like they can do this and encourage people. But I know that all that is just keeping me honed in my speaking skills and speaking in front of groups, but it's not my calling. And this is my calling. This is my calling right now. I'm working and living in that calling and able to speak to people and encourage them. So I just wanted to kind of just give you something this morning, give you an encouragement this morning to kind of help you to do something more. Really figure out those talents, guys. Really figure out what that calling is for you, because until you figure that out, until you take the time to figure it out, and a lot of people don't even take the time to do that. They just, I'm good at sales, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm making really good money at sales, and I did that for a good portion of time, but it wasn't my calling, and until I was able to really take the time and really focus on that, it's not going to come together. So listen, guys, I'm more than happy to get in conversations with you guys about these topics. If you want to talk on Facebook, very soon, I know I've given you like comments about this, that I'm going to do it very soon, but very soon I'm going to have a Facebook Live event where I'll be able to answer questions and talk to people and encourage people in that manner. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like. Let me know if that's something even you guys would be open to. I hope this encourages you, and God bless.